Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something pretty fundamental. The everyday English words we use for work and study.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook, but it really underpins so much.
Exactly. So we dove into this really insightful source, an episode from Speak Smarter, real-world English practice called Daily English Vocabulary for Work and Study.
hmm It featured an English coach, Olivia, and a college student and intern named Sam. They had some great perspectives.
They really did. And our mission here isn't just to, repeat what they said. We want to pull out the practical stuff.
The gold nuggets?
Yeah, the things that will actually help you sound more confident, clearer, and more professional in your daily communications.
And it starts with the why, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah,
why does this basic toolkit of words matter so much in, say, your career or your studies?
that's exactly where the source started. Olivia and Sam, they kind of cut right to it.
Right. They made the point that your word choices, they don't just send information, they actively shape how people, well, how they perceive you.
Totally. I mean, think about it. You hear someone explain something complex, but they use really precise words. You immediately trust them more, right?
Yeah, you do. And what's interesting, and Olivia and Sam really stress this, it's not about suddenly dropping like super complex words everywhere.
No, definitely not.
The power, they argued, is in effectiveness. Just using the right word, even a simple one, can be way more impactful than reaching for something obscure.
Yeah, it's about being understood clearly, but also showing you're competent. Not like you swallowed a dictionary.
Exactly. It's about words that connect and don't leave room for confusion.
Okay, so let's dig into some specific words Olivia and Sam flagged for the workplace. These are really practical.
Yeah, given how much time we spend working, getting these basics down is like uh, building a solid foundation for how you talk to people.
First up was deadline. Seems simple, but crucial.
Right. And Sam, talking from his intern experience, defined it perfectly. Just the final date you need to finish something.
His example, I'm working hard to meet my Friday deadline. I mean, we've all felt that pressure, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely. And, with deadline, it's not just the word itself, it's everything around it, the planning, the prioritizing.
True.
When you use it clearly, you're setting expectations, showing you get how projects work.
Okay, what was next? The phrase follow up.
Yes, follow up. And this is way more than just a reminder, isn't it?
Yeah, it's proactive. It shows you're on the ball, responsible. You want to keep things moving.
Precisely. It signals you're committed to seeing things through. Sam's example, I'll follow up with the client tomorrow, really shows taking ownership.
It keeps communication lines open, drives things forward.
Exactly. Then they talked about the verb prioritize.
Oh, yeah. This feels like the key to surviving the workday sometimes. So many things demanding attention.
Totally. And the key thing with prioritize is that strategic element. It's
Mm.
not just doing the loudest task, but consciously choosing what needs your attention first.
Based on importance, impact.
Right. The example, I need to prioritize urgent emails before lunch. That's just, well, that's the daily juggle, isn't it? It shows you're being deliberate.
Okay, and the last one for the workplace,
Collaborate.
which feels like, I don't know, a modern workplace essential. Everything's so connected.
It really is. Collaborate highlights that shared effort, working together, teamwork, communication.
The example sentence, our team collaborates on most projects, just sums up how a lot of work gets done now. Shared responsibility.
Absolutely. So, yeah, really solid workplace basics there.
Okay, so then Olivia and Sam switched gears a bit, moving towards the academic world, vocabulary that's really key for studying.
And this is interesting because academic language, it often needs a different kind of precision, right? It shows off different skills, critical thinking, analysis.
Makes sense. What did they start with?
Research.
Ah, yes. The absolute foundation of any academic work, isn't it? That deep dive, that systematic look into a topic.
Hmm. And Sam's example, my research focuses on climate change and sustainability. That immediately signals serious inquiry.
It shows a structured approach. Okay, what followed research?
Analyze. Now, this verb, it really gets into engaging critically with information,
Hmm.
taking it apart to see how it works.
Like in the example, in this essay, I analyzed the author's message. That's exactly what you do in academic writing, break down and interpret.
Precisely. Then they moved on to summarize.
Another vital skill, being able to boil down complex stuff, not just for uni, but like everywhere.
Definitely. To summarize is just about pulling out the main points, keeping it concise.
The example, to summarize, the study shows positive results, clear, direct, gets the point across, shows you grasp the core idea.
Yep. And the last academic one they covered was conclude.
Right, wrapping things up, bringing the argument or the evidence together for a final point.
Exactly. It signals you've reached the end of your reasoning. We can conclude that exercise improves mental health. It shows you've arrived at a supported statement.
Okay, so we've got individual words, but Olivia and Sam also talked about key phrases that add that extra polish, make you sound more professional.
Yeah, this is where you can really level up your interactions. Go beyond just making your point to doing it with a bit more grace.
So what was the first one?
A really simple one, but super effective. Could you please?
Oh, that's such a game changer for politeness, isn't it? It just softens everything.
It really does. Like their example, could you please send me the file?
Yeah,
Is just so much nicer than demanding it. Shows respect.
definitely. What else?
Then there's, I'd like to suggest. Yeah. Which is a more diplomatic way to offer an idea.
Right, it invites discussion instead of just stating your opinion as fact. Feels more collaborative.
Mm-hmm. Leads to better conversations, often.
Hmm.
Then a bit more informal, but very practical. Let's touch base.
Yeah, super common. Just means let's talk again soon, basically.
Exactly. Like, let's touch base after lunch. Quick, efficient way to schedule a follow-up chat.
Got it. And the last phrase.
As per our discussion. This was great for emails.
Oh yeah, total workhorse. It's a clear, professional way to refer back to something you already talked about. Keeps everyone on the same page.
Exactly. It's like a polite reminder of what was agreed, adds organization.
Okay, so this is a great toolkit, words, phrases, but the million-dollar question is, how do you actually use them? How do you make them part of your vocabulary? Olivia and Sam had tips for that too, right?
They did. Really practical, actionable strategies. First one, learn just a few new words each day. They suggested maybe 3 to 5.
Manageable.
Yeah. And this is the crucial bit, actively use them. In speaking, in writing.
That active part is key, isn't it? You can't just read a definition. You got to try the word out, see how it feels.
Absolutely. Their second tip was using flashcards. Old school physical ones or, digital apps, whatever works for you.
Good for drilling and recall.
Definitely. And the third tip builds on the first. Actually practice using the new words in full sentences.
Yeah, helps you understand the grammar, the context. Okay, and Olivia added more, right?
She did. She suggested just reading more English stuff related to your interests or your job. Reports, articles, emails.
Immersion. Seeing the words used naturally.
Exactly. It really helps things stick. And she also suggested keeping a vocabulary journal. Jot down the word, the meaning, and make up your own example sentence.
Writing it down definitely helps lock it in memory. And Sam added one more.
Yeah, a simple but powerful one. Repeat useful phrases out loud.
Just say them.
Yeah, it builds that sort of muscle memory for speaking, makes the phrases come out more naturally when you actually need them in a conversation.
Makes sense. Okay, before we finish up, they did that fun little quick vocab check, a bonus round.
Yeah, let's try it. First word, agenda.
Okay, that's the list of things to talk about in a meeting.
Spot on. Next,
Postpone.
to delay something,
Yeah,
move it to later.
got it. How about clarify?
Make something clear, easier to understand.
Right. And the last one?
Efficient.
Doing things quickly and well, without wasting time. Productive.
Nicely done. We passed their quiz. It's just a good reminder of some core words.
It is. So I guess the main takeaway from this whole deep dive really circles back to the start, doesn't it?
Yeah, being intentional, being conscious about the words you choose, it's just fundamental for communicating effectively, whether you're at work or hitting the books.
Absolutely. And like Olivia and Sam said, it's not about some huge overnight change. Just start small.
Pick 1 or 2 new words, maybe a phrase, each week. Try to weave them into your conversations, your emails.
Yeah, and you'll likely find your confidence and clarity just gradually build up.
Which leads to a final thought for you listening right now. Just think about 1 or 2 of these words or phrases we talked about. How could using them consciously, maybe just once today, change how people receive your message? Where might you get a chance to actually put them into practice?
It's often those small, deliberate choices that end up making the biggest difference, isn't it?